Planning and Zoning Board for January 13th, 2011. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, New Year. You know, it was my first white Christmas, probably the last too.
I don't know. Global warming, we may have some more.
True, maybe. But since last month, I didn't have any meeting minutes to look at. Y'all have two. One for November 16th and one for December 9th. If y'all could take a moment to look over those. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, were the members listed present, is that all correct on both of them? Or, I don't remember if Michael Hall was here.
Michael was
I don't
He was
remember.
here on one.
November, I think.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion?
I'll second.
Any discussion? None. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. The meeting minutes are approved as read. We've got three things on the agenda. I'd like to save Highway 25 for last, since that will probably take up the majority of the time. If it's okay with y'all want to go ahead and do the plat resurvey for the Jesus Way properties. That's 23 parcels, or lots rather, to be combined. It's up in Russell Heights. I've got one copy of this.
I'm here on behalf of Jesus Way Church, and they have acquired this property in 3 or 4 different time periods. And so it's 3 or 4 different parts of the property. And the new church building will straddle, all of these separate pieces of property. So it's our understanding under the city ordinance, we would require that this be all combined into one parcel of property to build the church.
What is this, excuse me, what is this property currently zoned, Keith?
R2.
Yeah, you know Russell Heights is misspelled.
Is it now?
In the description, according to the survey of. Did anybody not get a
Russell
lot?
Heights, I don't think y'all realize, is divided into 25-foot lots from 100 years ago. And
They acquired all
well,
this
they're
property? It's 2 or 3.
going to combine all of these. This whole
I got you.
piece of property will be combined into one piece of property. At this time, the
Now, the alley isn't,
The alley is
vacated
part of
yet.
Right, and the alley is a part of this drawing.
Actually, the alley is part of the drawing, but it's shown as unimproved, and the alley will remain.
Well, that's what I mean, it's not taking over the alley at this point.
Yeah, we're not asking for any action on the alley this time. They will let the council let us skip.
Well, it'll just take more than just a quick thing, deed, just to redeed this property. Just take more than just a quick, a deed, just to redeed this property.
They've already acquired the property though.
They already own all the property.
They own all
Just
of
won't
it.
combine.
What are you asking?
I'm asking why we can't build on the whole thing, I mean, just like it is, why they gotta go through all this?
Well, I kind of wondered that myself, but because they own all of the property.
Well, one of the reasons has to do with Jefferson County sewers rules. If it's combined into two separate lots, they don't have to run a main. If it's all a bunch of individual lots, they have to run a main up there, even though it's served for one purpose.
There's just gonna be one huge dwelling
Right.
on the property.
Church.
Church, yeah.
But according to Jefferson County's rules on Jefferson County's sanitary sewer rules, is if they were still platted as individual lots, they'd have to run a main up there to the point where that structure would be built. Closest man, though, was right in here, the church will actually sit here, not up here.
Right.
So it would be impossible for them to run a lateral to this point without doing this, because one piece of property.
Jefferson County did ask that you, receive a letter from their environmental management office regarding the location of the sewer line. Just in general conversation with them, just looking at it, he didn't expect there to be any issue with it, but just to cover him, I suppose, they had wanted that.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, could I ask you exactly what action would have to be taken on our part to permit them to do what they want to do?
This is just a motion second to combine the lots. Ultimately, the thinking is that they want to build a church. That property's currently R2. Churches fall under conditional uses in R2. So after this, they would have to file for a conditional use application. However,
But would that not be risky to them if they've already combined this and want to start building, and then there might be some doubt whether we should permit that?
Try to convert it back. I can't imagine Leeds turning down an application for a church.
I suppose there's never a guarantee, I guess, but.
I think they understand, but, you know,
It seems to me having an alley dividing it into 200-foot sections, isn't that complicated, trying to set it, your building and.
Now, there are two structures within that area.
they've been pointed out.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
I
It's
just
all
remember seeing
vacant.
the footprints.
It's all vacant now.
It is. There were two houses in there, and the last one we tore down about 2 months ago.
Yeah, if y'all want to see I did get a screenshot of the county stuff on it. I wasn't gonna hand it out because I didn't, this is when I thought it was two separate lots and not actually 20-some odd lots.
Where's the church building? I'm just curious. What are the dimensions?
55.
100.
I was no reason I took it.
Of the church.
It's just
Do they already have it?
About 1,000, remember?
this, y'all each have a copy, but I'm going to read it aloud anyway. I've reviewed the above referenced final plat as prepared by Hager Company, Inc. The survey combines existing 25-foot wide lots that were platted in the original Russell Heights survey into two lots noted as 38A and 26A with two stipulations. The first being remove the note from the title of the state's portion of vacated alley. Note shall read a portion of a 12-foot alley. This alley shall remain open unless vacated by a vote of the mayor and city council. And the second, no bond will be required since all improvements are in place.
And Mr. Chairman, I'll make my motion again to approve with, agreeing with Frank's letter.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the request with Frank Spencer's recommendations. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell him I'll call him tomorrow.
Okay, the next thing we can get out of the way real quick, concerns the zoning ordinance amendments that we had recommended to city council last month or month before, but they've been adopted in part, and the city council, first I'm going to hand out what was adopted, just so y'all can have it. And these pertain to the definition of an operative motor vehicle and the sign fee, if y'all remember that. And let's see, in addition, regarding remedies and foundation survey. And that should ring a bell to most people. Now, they have submitted additional amendments, some of which were ones that we had previously considered, but due to, I guess the thinking was that there may have been some confusion in how that information was publicized. They wanted us to reconsider that in addition to a couple other things. So this that I'll hand out to you now is the additional things they want us to look at, and I've gone through, since they didn't put any page numbers or anything on here, on the side of the section numbers, I wrote what it has to do with and what page of the zoning ordinance it's on. And this pertains to that public notification regarding variances and conditional use and rezoning and the like, as well as an additional definitional change. I know this looks kind of thick, and most of it is the whole definition section, but there's only one definition change. And then there's Some considerations regarding the square footage and dimensional regulations of some of the zoning districts. And as well as they wanted to address exterior building wall finishes also. So what the desire is they want to publish this information for a public hearing. So we will have, I guess, a month to review it in depth. And the city attorney had indicated that we can recommend these changes in whole or in part, like we did last time. But we'll have a month to review and discuss. Our next meeting is February 10th, and that sounds like a pretty good date to have a public hearing on this.
All this information have to go into the public hearing?
It'll have to be published. I don't know why they gotta publish the whole definition list, but if they want to.
Well, just to kind of keep this thing moving from the council's perspective, I would like to make a recommendation, or motion. I would make a motion, if you're correct, that in order to set the public hearing.
You make a motion to set a public hearing on this information for February 10th, 6 o'clock p.m.
That's right.
I'll check.
Motion's been made and seconded to set a public meeting date regarding these proposed zoning ordinance amendments for February 10th, 6 o'clock p.m. right here. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. Motion is approved. And do you want a copy?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Save the best for last. As y'all recall, the residents along Highway 25 have had a issue with some of the industrial activity going on, and there's been questions as to whether or not the property's industrial versus residential, or if it was residential, when or how was it changed, and in light of the issue over a metal building that was constructed for residential purposes, it came up at the last council meeting, and the council had voted to ask us to go ahead. They wanted to initiate rezoning procedures for that area. And that's what I did. I had a list. I'd gotten a copy of the petition in which there are 23 residences listed, and I had initially started going through just trying to locate where these properties were, and some of them I could find and some of them I couldn't. So I decided I'll just bring a great big map and we can stand over it and point to things and try to get an area windowed out as to the area we're talking about. So, I'm just gonna put it on this table over here.
Yes, and I do think it'd be good to look at the map, so don't take it the wrong way, but I think we need to really specify what parcels will be rezoned a little bit more
Absolutely.
strategically than.
And this is a
looking at the
parcel
map.
map.
I know, but I just wanted to say that out loud, that I'm okay with looking at that, but just so there's no more confusion, let's do it a little bit more.
I will, after the public hearing, anyway, I'll supply a list of parcel ID numbers to the city attorney. I would want her to double check those.
I just, if we're gonna go through this process, I don't wanna leave someone out or include someone who's.
Right. And this is the area, just to show y'all real quick, I'll bring it down here in a second. Highway 25, Dunwood Road, there's the railroad track. The area in question is pretty much this strip.
On 25.
Right, on this side. And at first, logically, it seemed appropriate to just do this. But actually, I'm not so sure. This is all industrial, this is Waterworks Board property, so probably from here on, to a certain extent, might be better. All this on the other side is R2. You can't really tell, but it's color coded. I just had to mute it so you can still see the imagery. So where does it start? I think it would start at this property. Industrial, industrial, industrial. Industrial. So some of these out this way. Church.
This is for.
Yes. Yeah. Big curve right there, house on the right, house on the right, industrial stuff. Vacant industrial. New building is a great concern right there. Trying to know what was residential.
No, they would definitely do that.
What's there? Yeah.
That way, if somebody just include it all in.
Well, the thing about it is, you've got to get the owners of these properties. You got to condemn the property, rezone it without it. We can't just go in there and rezone it by the property.
Well,
Well, that was back years ago. It was done legally, I'm sure. Well, it was done. And
that's all R2. Yeah. That's all correct. What I'd like y'all to do, if I could, is just read off the names on that petition, and assuming everybody's here, indicate, put a little check mark on the property that is your residence, just so I can get it all in my mind. Now, I did have
actually, it goes all the way from Walton Street to
I did have a question about, is that actually Rosa Park Circle, or is that Pearl?
Past the railroad, to the railroad.
I'd see a road called Pearl, but when I looked at the map, there is no road called
There's no
Pearl.
road there, that's an alley right there.
It's just a
No,
platted.
no road down through there.
Yeah.
It may be down at this end, but not this end. This is
They
waterworks.
don't even have the streets and stuff. I can tell that
See,
too.
here's
Yeah, they're
Oak
listed,
Street.
here's the streets over here.
Here's Oak Street over here running in, you know where that is?
Yeah.
And there's where Lestine's mother lived.
Where's Chestnut Street at? Do you see it? And Oak and Cherry Street? That's
Oak
where
is
the-
right here,
Here's Cherry
so
Street.
Oh, way back.
Cherry would be down here.
This house is in here.
Oh, yeah, you have that.
Yeah, that's all houses all through there, up to the church.
The problem is the addresses on some of that didn't match, didn't always match these addresses.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Think,
Not a mess yet.
nah, that's good.
Get it level anyway.
Yeah.
Keep all in there.
Had I read these names and addresses, could you put us on? That's too many.
Which it pertains to the whole community.
One side was all that.
He tried to do that. Gotta be careful, because, not every county, Highway 25 will represent it in the way that I like to represent it. You know what I mean? You go past Charlie's Store, left on that little short road, then up on the right. Yeah. And he owns, I know, trying to find where people live, there was, I know he's got one warehouse. And on down, it looks like
What about the church?
the house there.
Church and then a bedroom.
It was,
You would not neglect that area.
No, it's limbs and logs.
well, I didn't see his name. No, these parcel lines are talking.
Yeah, but them ain't about 8 foot apart right there, them two
And they're
buildings.
just stacked
In
in there.
violation to start with when it was built. You can't build, you gotta have at least 10 foot between the buildings.
That's pretty close.
No, I
Oh,
don't
they
think
back-
they do on that. I think
Well, it's
almost
4,
double
if it's
zero.
8 foot, you got 4 foot. See, if right there at that line, if he's got, supposed to have 8 foot, he's got 4 foot, and he's got 4 foot. So you ain't 8 foot.
These may not be.
Let's
in
talk
violation,
about these
But
residents.
this one right here is right back up against the house.
One
I don't
one
mind.
is a vacant home, you said, and the other is
This is
still
vacant, this is
occupied?
occupied.
Yeah, one is occupied.
I think one's
What
occupied,
are
and I
their
believe,
names? Okay.
They
Joyce, something, Joyce.
Because I tell you what I'd really like to do. This is a church, right?
yes.
I'd like, it makes more sense to me to try to leave this stuff industrial and look at this to be R2.
Well, what you gonna do about
This is
that
Waterworks
building?
Board.
Where's the one next to Mother's out there? What you gonna do about it?
That one would go to R2, but it's already there. We can't.
So we can't do anything about it?
You gonna make them R2?
No. I'd rather them. It's easier to keep them where they are. There's one person that lives there, but there's 4 active industrial locations plus the Waterworks Board property back here.
What if they come back and ask to have it zoned R2?
This is up here, we're by her mother.
Are they on the petition by chance?
I don't know, I didn't.
I think they are.
This one up here has been,
Netherly.
this has been in,
Netherly. Look, see if it's Netherly.
that one right there has been in discussion ever since day one. So the statute of limitation ain't up on that one right there, it might be on these.
Yeah, that's that last one he built.
Yeah, up there by what's her name there?
Now this time.
Yeah,
That's in the mother.
list name.
Why they changed this meeting,
Yeah, this has been in argument all the time. See?
because they knew that his name would be in all of that first thing, he had to be here for that last thing, so.
Yeah, it's just his buildings, he's the one that had them put up down there.
I don't fault anybody for trying to do it, but I mean, it needs to all be done, they need to come in, they need to regulate all these businesses. If that house over on Cherry Street's gonna become a
Home, they say.
home, God bless them, I hope they're gonna freeze to death in that metal building.
Good.
Cause you can't insulate a metal building, it's good enough to live in.
There was a girl wanting
So,
to build one
get some
down
bricks or
here.
something on it.
There's a girl that come to these meetings, wanted to build one right down here. Her brothers was in this business and they said, no, you can't do it on this property.
Is that on the
Tell her.
residential side?
No, it was
Oh, that's
on.
on the other. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she's gonna put a metal building in it because she couldn't do it. A house, a metal house, she just can't do it.
Well,
It's in violation.
Well, I went by that up there today and he had 2 pickups parked on the inside and I seen a car in there too.
that's what, yeah, and they say they're gonna live on top of it. They're gonna get married and live on top of it. Can you believe that? They got a big old garage door on the side. Facing the road.
Got one on the back too.
Oh, yeah, I had been in the back. You see the stuff, you probably, you did. They got that out there, you can't even back out of there, that man can't even back out, he has to back all the way up to Chestnut Street to get out.
Which is pretty property. I rode down there. It is. That's a different road.
Yeah, as my son says, that's a speed breaker, though, they make a fly down down the street.
We got trolls, so swallows. My wife, they in our driveway. We're still get back, but there's
You know, that property goes up a mountain lot.
That's good deal.
Between the railroad
Right there, right there,
and the cement
I
company.
believe.
They own like.
It's a little gray house, and there's a trailer up in the woods there.
So the vacant house though has, Mr. Candell,
There's 3 on 25.
that one?
The second brick house, and that one, this one.
Oh,
There's a trailer in the gray house.
okay.
It's been empty since I've been here.
Where's that trailer at?
It's up in the
Back there in
woods.
the woods.
It's right there. Now you can see it on the road. I didn't
Lawrence
know.
Isabel did live up in one of
That's
those.
a house.
Yeah, but
There's trailer.
There's a gray house out here, and there's a trailer sitting up here.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
woods.
yeah, that was Lawrence.
Somebody has undeveloped property.
it's about to rot down.
Yeah, that was Lawrence's.
Can't speak for them.
There's an old house, been there for 110 years. That was Mr.
Well, he was gonna fix that thing up, and he started and never did finish
There's
it.
a girl, there's a lady owns all 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your problem.
That was Lawrence's daughter.
So let's start down where?
Now, what about this stuff? I don't see anything there.
That's on
Is it cement plant?
Would, I don't know if it's their property or I'm not sure. But it looks vacant. Maybe,
Is this
maybe
Elliott
something
Lane?
right there.
No, that's
No, that's railroad
tracks.
Oh, okay.
This is Highway 25 here.
Oh, I see.
And as you go around this curve here, there are 2 brick houses right here, and they in bad
I
shape.
just didn't know there was a Rosa Park circle in here.
Oh, they said there really wasn't.
So what?
There's no
really
Myrtle
not-
Street nowhere either.
Oh.
Myrtle Street's
And
back
I
over there.
thought this was named Pierce or whatever's on here.
They had talked about this.
I know the name of it, I can't think of it. There's a.
Pearl. Is it
Yeah,
Pearl?
Pearl.
Okay, it is Pearl.
Yeah.
This strip right here is an alley.
Now, there are a couple names listed on Pearl.
Well, see, this property up here on this side of the railroad track, it belongs to Mr. Andrew Isbell's great-granddaughters. They paying taxes on that up on the side of that mountain,
Now,
joining.
all this is not owned by the cement plant. Somebody else owns this. All of that is cement plant property, which is pretty evident.
It's according to how far off that railroad track you go, because them kids is paying taxes on it. Andrew Isbell's granddaughter, and
That don't mean
great-granddaughter.
it's zoned residential. I mean, they may be paying taxes on it, but that
Yeah,
don't
there's
mean what
nothing
it's
over there,
zoned.
just paying taxes on the land.
Right.
Yeah, current use land, probably just paying current use taxes.
Yeah. 75 cents. I don't know how many lots they got over there, but he owned that whole hill at one time, up to the top.
Well, it don't look like, according to this, it don't look like it's broke up any lots, but it looks like it's open land.
Well, it probably ain't. It probably never.
It's subdivided, but
It is subdivided?
yeah, but there's nothing that's happened with it because where it is on the railroad tracks and it's,
They're all on
yeah,
paper.
there's
Come
no
up here and
access.
cross the railroad track, there's a house up in there, you come back behind that house, there used to be a road, there's a road out the top of the cement plant, company, that hill. There's a road out the top of it.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
right.
like a fire break going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it,
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely up there, because I went up there not long ago. That's where their property ends right there, because on down in here, there's houses, they built some new houses, that's where those pump stations at.
Yeah, that's an area.
But these down here might be
over the limit, but this one right here, up there about this, what's their name there?
Both sides.
Statute of limitation ain't up on that one, cause it ain't been there maybe a year. That's where the squabble got started.
How far up to the railroad?
Besides, like I was telling him, all the people up in there.
Who owns this, Bob?
Starting about.
Oh, Keith Hall?
But it's done, we can't stop it now.
No,
It's there, you can't remove it.
Industrial properties.
See, as far as that, all this property up in here where we at, that, I mean, this, if this is gonna become industrial down here, that's messing all the property up in there we own.
So maybe that's,
Might as well
that's the
And I was telling
thing it wants to do.
Ruined.
Well, I mean, if you,
Want to mess it all up, make it all industrial then.
no, but I mean, it is close. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's not something new in a lot of ways. A lot of these have been here for a long time.
And like these houses down through here, they've been there 100 years or so.
Well, and there's 3 condemned there now too, so that's a problem.
3.
3.
Yeah.
This one's condemned. There's 2 down here that are condemned. So it's an area that's suffering in any context.
Right. I'm glad
And that don't help.
condemnation's on there though, but I'm
Yeah.
glad. Because
I am
they
too.
should, that neighborhood needs to be treated like every other neighborhood in the
I
city.
agree. Because that helps. It really does.
Get it rezoned
We got a lot
residential,
of
you might
businesses
get
operating up
somebody
in
to build
that
something in
area.
there.
Rather than
Build a house in there.
You know, you're gonna get higher taxes on it and everything too,
Rezone all this industrial.
talking about that.
Okay, Brett, you ready?
Leave that alone. Let me show these guys kind of what I think the general consensus
Stay away from it again.
You look
I might let you take it home.
yours has memorized, I know.
I couldn't resist that again.
Starting right,
Starting
right about here.
right here
Okay.
and
Yeah, that's
going
the bus driver stuff.
up and over. I don't know, we never figured out what these properties are. That road is fat.
in the back, the property, there's property over the railroad track behind Mother's house that belongs to Kim Hannah and Diane Dillon. There's several lots up there that they own.
Well,
Across the railroad track.
these would be the lots. They're more like tracts of land.
That's what they are, tracts of land.
But what we're
It would be
discussing,
extremely difficult to follow
yeah, it's adjacent to the railroad. It's hard enough
in a mountain.
to really. But go up here, go down what is a platted street that doesn't exist. But avoid the waterworks property. And I'm not sure who owns that. I guess we'd have to look. But either come up here or here. And this strip would be residential.
Now, Mother owns, I believe it's, let's see, about 3 or 4 lots behind her house. And then Shirley McClendon, Sutherland, owns about 4 lots behind her house. And the alley comes between their house property and the lots they own.
That's 23 properties and that's 23 signatures, but I know something's off because I know these people are on the petition.
But what about this side of the road?
This side's already R2.
Okay.
The yellowish hue
Okay.
is
Yeah, there's
R2.
Cherry right there and there's Cherry. Yeah.
This is all industrial.
There's Cherry.
You don't want to forget Cherry. You don't want to forget that.
Oh, boy.
It's got that pretty building on it.
Where's Cherry?
Right, yeah, right there.
And that building's over here?
Yeah, and I'm sitting right there facing my
And
built house,
all of
that
that
building.
side is residential, but yet they put it looks like a commercial building.
It
Looks like
is, it's a
gonna be
two-story.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a car lot
It's
or a
a
motorcycle
Uh-huh.
shop or
It's
whatever.
Leave that to the building inspector.
It is, and they have a bunch of cars in there today.
There's nothing architecturally pleasing about it. It's a barn with windows and
Yeah, yeah, and a big bay, a door to pull the cars in.
And it's on the residential side of the road.
I know.
Yeah, never been given a
I know,
permit
why,
to
that's what
build.
we're saying. Why did they do it?
We're gonna go up here, down here. Hey, Ricky, can you look at this real quick? It looks like a structure Are these, residential properties along here?
That was an old barn, I think.
Okay.
Nothing's back here.
Okay. We'll come down here, and go up here.
Nothing
That
across
way.
the track.
Okay. So,
Where you cutting off?
cutting off
The church?
at that, warehouse or whatever that is. That's a,
the
that's a
Walmart.
residence, right? Is that right?
Netherly, is that where the Netherlands live? Oh, you're talking about the church?
The church is here, there's a warehouse next to it, and then what's on the other side?
Helen Faye's property that she's been wanting to build a house back on but couldn't get permission.
Okay. Residence. Okay. So, does that look,
How many parcels is in that? Got you 23?
no, it's gonna be more like 20,
Now,
19 or 20.
Mother's got like, I believe it's 4 lots behind her house, and then Shirley McClendon has 3 or 4 lots behind her house. There's an alley that goes in between.
That's here.
That's her mother's
So
house right
you're
there.
talking about these lots?
Yeah, so there's an alley that goes between them. They own, both of them own property behind them.
Well, it makes, I don't think it'll make a whole lot of difference to the city or to the residents, one way or the other. They'd probably end up getting more use out of it if it were to become some kind of industrial property. Did they sign the petition for?
Mother did. And Shirley Sutherland signed it too.
Well, what do y'all think? Should we go up on this side of the waterworks property? What is all
What
this?
do you think, Rick?
I was gonna try to go straight back. And then come all the way up.
You don't want to include the waterworks board, do you?
No, the waterworks is right here.
This is them.
I know, but the pump station is right here.
What is this?
A church. This is,
Is waterworks on both of these?
yeah.
What do you think, George? You know that property? I couldn't tell you who owns that thing.
All right, well, want to go it this way?
If you're gonna get Miss Tupperville's property, then you're gonna have to.
All right, we'll include that. And from here on. And that would actually only,
Only grandfather one building in.
yeah. Good. Okay. Good. I stole somebody's pen. Okay, we've identified an area. So we'll need to, schedule a public hearing and, make proper notification, get a legal description of the change to the city attorney, who will in turn, get that published. We can schedule the public hearing on this the same date as the other public hearing, if the board wishes, which again would be February 10th.
That'd be fine.
Make that motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay. Motion's been made and seconded to set a public hearing date concerning the rezoning of some properties along Highway 25.
Are you gonna get descriptions on all, you gonna get, descriptions on all this?
I will provide a map to the city attorney as well as
Somebody got to
the
get
parcel ID numbers, but the city attorney can write up a legal description and get that to the
Because
paper.
they have to do notification.
Yes,
They'll
yes.
identify those.
Yes. Yes. Okay, did we already vote? Motion's been made and seconded, all those in
Only
favor?
comment I've got is we need to make sure we put the proper signs up for this public hearing in case there's opposition.
You're doing 20-something properties, we're gonna do 20-something signs?
No,
I don't know.
no. I wouldn't think.
I don't know, have to do whatever we're required to do. So, yes,
Do
it's
what's
possible.
right.
It's possible we have to do every parcel.
No, surely no.
I think you do. I think you do.
We had to have our ordinance.
Do whatever the city attorney advises.
I think you do. Well, we knew.
All notices
I
given.
mean, there's just no.
Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion passes. Okay, we don't have anything else, any other new business. And, we don't have any old business either. Two things that I guess we need to take up also next month would be the, board official elections and, pass out the bylaws again and all that. And I think we ought to make a recommendation to the council to address the need to include conditional use section to the zoning ordinance. And I'd like to be able to provide that in a letter to the mayor and council. It won't be anything that can get done quickly, but
What I think so, we can't do that.
no, I expect them to, I suppose, to look at hiring a consultant to fill that gap.
Yeah.
But,
Conditional use opens up a lot of doors. We've got to be very careful.
Brett,
Well, a
I'm
good
sure
starting
I
point
understand
is our-
what you're referring to.
there's, within the zoning districts are conditional uses, but we don't have a section that says what the conditions for a particular use would be. We had it in the old ordinance, but it didn't get carried over to the new. And so if somebody files a conditional use application, we don't really have anything to point to and say this is the condition.
Tremendous document, we spent so much time, we failed to.
A conditional use information did not make it transition.
How did I miss that?
You know, worked on that thing for 3 years, still come up. No. All these.
That's not the only thing that ended up being.
Why do you think
cut off.
computers don't work? Because
on, I've got some information for you. Ross? Nothing else that you need.
Let's get going.
Part of that amendment section that the city gave us that addressed the exterior building finishes, I had done some looking around at other ordinances, and only two in our general area even address that information regarding residential building materials. And so I borrowed some information from one of them and kind of turned it into a Leeds section. And it isn't that what the city or city attorney has proposed is insufficient. I just thought this might be, it might cover things a little more thoroughly. But when y'all get to reading that particular amendment, pull this out and review it as well, if you don't mind. Okay. Does anybody have anything else?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned.